Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. I'm with a group here today. We'll be doing some trading. So let me go over a little bit about what we have to offer here on this video and what this channel is about. Make sure you read this disclaimer. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Please seek the advice of somebody licensed before you try to emulate any of these trading styles or demonstrations. Trade in a simulator first, too. So Day Trading for Success is designed to help you make, is here to help you, an average beginner trader or professional trader, to make $100, $200, $500 a day, whatever it might, whatever you might need to make a living. Some people make as high as, 2,000, 5,000. I've made as much as 45,000 in 30 minutes following some of the strategies here. And my goal is 5,000 a day. So obviously that depends a lot on share size and your risk tolerance. So we have tons of strategies that we show here, as well as a lot of free layouts and custom indicators for free here. So we ask that you subscribe and support us. We're not selling courses. We do promote products that you can go elsewhere and get, but we don't sell courses here. So everything here that you see is free. I give away 10 free of those custom scripts that are available. We'll go over a little bit of those. And then I also trade with other ones that I'll have links to, as well as the book. So there are links to a bunch of other products here that I highly recommend and support. So let's start off with what we're going to be trading today with the group I have here that I'll be quarterbacking. And you'll be seeing some live demonstrations so you can see how trading is done. So what we do here, besides try to get, how do we get you to make 100 to 500 a day or more, right, is basically by showing you short-term breakout strategies. So we're scalpers on this channel. So we're showing you 1-minute strategies up to 5, 10, 15-minute strategies, meaning the strategy goes longer, but meaning you're looking for trades in those time periods. We're looking for breakout trends, and we find strategies that help you read those so you can capitalize. If you try to get into a prop firm that will fund you, they will tell you, if you get into one by showing that you can be a good trader, they're going to tell you the fastest way to make money as a beginner is to scalp. That is the fastest way, which means taking advantage of short-term price movements. So we're all about showing you that, and we know that people that have watched this channel have gotten into prop firms by showing that the strategies that we show here work for them. Now, really, in reality, professional traders pretty much own their own strategies. Like, they look at other strategies and then they develop their own. And that's the reality of what goes on. It's very rare you'll find somebody that's a pro that has found a cookie cutter strategy without kind of changing it to fit the way their risk tolerance is, or their needs, or things that they've learned over time that they put into it. So we're always on a journey to expand whatever we're learning. We're always being more inquisitive, and there is no "this is the way you do it" thing. It's always changing. Now, I'm sure there are tons of traders that just follow one strategy and they never change it. That's all they do. So don't send me emails. But I'm just saying that's the idea, that it ever evolves. We've got to keep ahead of the high frequency algorithms. We've got to learn. Now, I'm not trying to make it seem impossible for beginners, because it's not. But if you don't, knuckle down and bear with it and keep to a trading plan and trade in a simulator first, and you're not gonna make it. But if you do that, you have a really good chance. So when they say 90% don't make it as day trader, those are the people that don't stick to their plan. They don't try to learn a strategy that works for them. They just try one strategy and it's not working, and then they call it a day. They don't trade in a simulator first, and again, don't have a plan. They lose everything they have and call it a day. So there's all kinds of ways you can go wrong, and it's really human nature that you will do those things. So you have to fight against that just to get started to learn to day trade. So we're all at a terrible disadvantage. Not just you, everybody is a terrible disadvantage to begin. But if you can see all that and read all the right books and watch all the right videos and learn and study and listen to the right people, somebody licensed perhaps, you have a better than average chance, in my opinion, of making it. Watching great content like at this channel, which we're trying to entertain you, showing you how to predict the future, showing you how things might work in a strategy. Might. Remember, it's all probability and outcome. As Mark Douglas says in his book, Trading in the Zone, assume every trade is going to go against you. Every single trade. Assume that to start. No matter how good the strategy might be, you always have to assume it won't work, because that's just the reality, right? But if you get enough of an edge, if you get enough of the right indicators, if you watch enough of the things and you react quickly with your day trading plan, you've got a chance that the probabilities start to fall in your favor. The probability and outcome, that's what it's all about. What are the probabilities? What is the outcome? So, you've got to stick with it and learn and learn and learn and never stop learning. It's not insurmountable, guys. It can seem like it, though. So we're going to try to break it down, make it a little easier in this video, and this is what this channel does. So don't forget to subscribe and support us. We live on your subscriptions, your shares, your views. Remember, we're entertaining here. We're trying to take you on a journey that you can hopefully use some of this information with our live traders and our demonstration videos here. So I'm in a studio here. Charlie's over here. She's handling all the chat for my group here, which is 20 up on Zoom. Alan's back there doing what he does every day. And then there's a bunch of people off that way trading in a studio. We're in a studio here, okay? So you'll see us do live trading demonstrations all the time. Now, I've been trading the RV strategy for a while, and the open strategies, and the escalator strategy, and I've been doing some freestyle trading, and I do talk about all the indicators. I have videos about to see which way the market's going to go. I have indicators that show you how to set up scanners so you don't have to pay for a service, how to set up your charts, how to build a layout like this. I'm going to have this layout available for you for free today. This layout along with this custom script I'll put down here for free for you today. And then I'll also have links where you can get, I'm about to go over the books and the other scripts that you might want to help you be more successful trading. So the RV strategy came out in March of last year. That's Day Trading Volume 1. Now today I'm going to be using parts of that strategy, guys, but for those of you following around, I'm not going to actually be trading the RV strategy. It's a new strategy using the concepts of the RV strategy. And as I start to go over how I set that up, I'll talk to you about the differences and of things about that. So anyway, there'll be a link to that book. That is probably the #1 strategy out there for beginners. I would read it. I would become a part of it. I would watch the video archives here. There's a really good, and then I trade in a simulator until it works for you, and then always remember to seek the advice of somebody that you trust. But that strategy has changed and is continuing to change the lives of a lot of people. Okay, designed for beginners to give you a leg up getting in the market, a range bound strategy on large caps. There's no other strategy that is on large caps like that. So watch the playlist for the RV strategy, and I think there's like 100 videos I have of it, trading it. So I would do that. The other great strategy book they have that just came out in Day Trading Volume 4, they have 4 strategies in it, and that's Trading the Open. And then they put out a companion book that has the Holy Grail, the 5th strategy. So those 2 books, there'll be links to. That strategy is like printing money. I would definitely try that strategy, buy that book. And again, as with everything, be careful, trade in a sim, make sure it's working for you before you trade with real money. But that strategy, we're having a hard time losing following that strategy. There's lots of open strategies, guys, and almost all of them are based on breakout ranges. But they did something at the $1 Million Margin Club that changed everything. In that, like the 5th month in of the back testing, that changed the strategy. And it's something that, it's a cliffhanger here. You should get the book, or you should watch some of the videos that I have on the channel about it, because it's a game changer. It's an absolute game changer. And I recommend that strategy to start your day every day and make $500, $1,000, or $100, whatever it might be, before you break in to a longer term strategy like I'm going to show you today. And then, you've got, like I mentioned, Mark Douglas. You really want to there'll be a link to Day Trading Volume 4. Also, I'm sorry, I skipped out of Mark Douglas for a second. There'll be a link to the other $1 Million Margin Club's Day Trading Volume 2, which is the Candlestick Pattern Playbook. You need to know your patterns. So they put out a Volume 2 and a Volume 3, all about patterns. Volume 2 is the one that's the only book that's out that has a rating system for patterns. It's the only one. There's one. That's it. That's why I highly recommend it. So look for those. And then I mentioned Mark Douglas earlier, Trading in the Zone. You definitely want to get that book to help you deal with your successes and your failures, and understanding that trades can go against you, and the probabilities and the outcomes. He's a great writer. He's experienced. He's passed away now, but I would highly recommend that book. Best Loser Wins, Tom Hougaard. That's another great book. Comes at trading a little bit a different way, telling you to hang on to your winners till the end of time, until the indicators say let them go. Don't make a trading plan where you sell out. You only sell out when the trade turns around. It's very logical. It's why I really liked the book the second I read it, because it's like, why aren't other people saying this? This is what I believe, you know. He doesn't have as much respect for candlestick patterns based on some acquaintances he's had, but I think overall I agree with almost 90% of what he says. But I think with the advent of COVID, patterns actually became more reliable because of all the new traders that came in that learned patterns, and then it became sort of like self-fulfilling because they all followed them. So we all got to trade knowing that the price action would go a certain way based on the patterns. So I would recommend all of those books. There'll be links to it. The custom indicators that I have here that I'll be trading with today with this new strategy is the multi-time alignment right up here. 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour. This is telling you what those candles closed at on those charts, because everybody trades on a different time increment. So wouldn't it be great to know what all those people are going to do? You know, and that's why that indicator is amazing, and I'll always have it up now forever, and I'll have a link on how to get that. And then this one, and this is Thinkorswim, and that you can get this for Thinkorswim, but they don't offer it on. You have to get it through an outside source. With $1 Million Margin Club has it. And then this is another indicator here, and this is the market magnet. This, you see this purple line here, magenta, it's called. This is where the price action is going to gravitate, and it has the 50% levels here. I won't explain how the whole thing works. I'm using this for this strategy almost entirely. This and the multi-chart alignment and the scalpers indicator. The red are the buyers. The green are the buyers. The red are the sellers. The volume is the blue column, and this tells you the sentiment inside and the percentages of each candle. This is a scalping tool you have to have. I will have it available for free on a link right here. So I designed this script, and everybody, thousands and thousands of people are using it now across the world. So you want to get this. It's free. There's no reason not to get it. Okay. Now this chart, I'm going to be trading on a 1-minute chart, and I have reduced down here a daily chart. Let's open that up for a second so we can talk about what this new strategy is that I'm trading. I'm using the same range as the RV strategy. I look at the close of yesterday's candle, which to the right of my picture says $240.66. And then I look at the ATR down here, which is the average true range, like the price over a 14-day period that stock averaged, right? And it was $10.74, as you can see down there. So I divide that by 2, and I subtract it from the close, and I get an ATR low level, and add to the close, get an ATR high level. Now, ATR is really only one number, so you could call this high level, low level, because we divided the ATR in half and created 2 numbers. I just kept the name ATR so people know where it came from. Now, this is a way a lot of people start a strategy with this exact same thing I just showed you. They create a range, and you need to know the range of the stock you're trading always, no matter what strategy. Ask any professional trader. They know what to expect for the price action of that stock. The next thing you do on this, just like the RV strategy, I go to a 5-minute, 10-day, and I strike a Fibonacci, a snap Fibonacci level. It can be from low to high or high to low, but always left to right. And this gives me support and resistance levels within my range. So there's 2 of them there. That's nature's mathematical formula, some people refer to it as. And I do it again on a 2-day 5-minute chart. This ended up being high to low. Now, a change here, guys from the RV strategy, if you've been following, is these gave me more levels inside here. So now I have 4 levels to look at and watch and help me. A change is I am marking on the bodies, not the wicks. I am finding this to be more accurate, and I'm obviously put the word out to the book writers the way I feel, since I was one of the beta testers. But you know, it's a little early and it's just one guy. It's our team is doing it, but that's how this is marked out for this new strategy. Now, as you might have seen in some of my previous videos, I will keep track of the 50-cent price levels and the whole dollar price levels. I don't have them marked out here. The only thing that's marked on this chart are Fibonacci levels and my ATR range. And then I am entirely using indicators to trade and those levels, which I will highly respect, fib levels, ATR levels, and then my indicators. I'll call out how I'm using them, how I see the future, what I think is going to happen. Again, I'll be quarterbacking, but everybody is responsible for their own trades. I'll be starting a half hour after market, which is any minute now, 2 minutes away, and you'll get to see me start to trade here so you can see how I call these out. Now, there'll be links to everything. I'm going to try to save some questions. Look under the more information of the video, and you can see links for stuff. And there's a video over at the $1 Million Margin Club. I think we have one on this channel too, showing you how to load your custom scripts. You should watch that video, because if you follow Thinkorswim's instructions, it will say error, you know, and you need to follow what it says to do, which is, you know, you're copying, you're pressing Control V, and you're, you know, moving it in slowly, and then it's in your files. You don't even realize it, and you keep going. You're thinking, I can't find it. Well, look in the beaker under your chart studies, it will be there. You know, you get to name it whatever you want to name it, or it'll come in with its name. But remember that, and I will have this layout for free, and there's a video we have on this channel, how to load layout. So type in what you're looking for, guys. Type in, you know, how do I load a layout? How do I get a free script? How do I get an free indicator? How do I find out to set up my scanners? You type it into this channel. I have 250 videos here plus that have all this stuff, but you have to search. You have to spend a little bit of time. Yeah, I'm seeing the price action now, guys. Because of this, I'd like to see this magnet pull down. We're going to be starting in just a few seconds. Didn't this just pull down? I mean, because this price action's right here, I'm definitely looking to go short here, guys, at the mark. And if it pulled down, it would be more of a absolutely. That's why I trust that indicator so much. Yeah, I'm going to go in right. Oh, it went down. I'm going to go in right now. What did I get at 47.09? Okay, so I was looking over at something else, but this pulled down. I'm assuming it did, because these used to all be below it. So this is why this indicator, I'm using it today, and why it's so valuable. It's based on prior price action, but just today, just intraday today, telling me that this is what did just happen, so maybe it's going to continue. And that's all we ever get for indicators, is what did just happen. That's how the scalping indicator works, all within a split second. It's reconciling and giving you the information. Every bit of data that you're using on indicators or studies or patterns is historical. Sometimes historical can mean 2 seconds, or it can mean a year, depending on the chart you're looking at or the indicators you're reading. So that's what we have to give us a leg up. And we want to look at where price action has done it before, how it's guys, I'm going to look at the 50 cent here. Unless this volume passes here, I'm seeing the buyers come up. I'm seeing that it's might not make it all the way down to this fib. So I'm getting ready to, it already popped right back up. I'm getting ready to reverse. So unless it really hits, yeah, see this dropped, as you can see. So I'm using these indicators, guy. Multi-chart alignment, all is saying it's down though. So, you know, you're going to get conflicting reports here about these two things. Wow, so now I missed that trade. It already came up. It might not even get to the 50 cents, so I'm going to reverse in here fairly soon, guys, based on the... Now I'm looking for constant retracement. See how that keeps retracing? See how it keeps me going? It's going down, then it goes back up. It goes down, then it goes back up. And that's what I'm looking for any second now. So, darn. It's a pretty good trade, 300. I could snap it now. 50. I'll take that. What did I get it at? 56. So I was trying to get it at as close as I could to the $0.50 on the market maker here, to try a retracement, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen. And now, if it kept going down, I would. Oh wow, this just pulled down again too. These arrows are the outer value on a 50%. This is set for. So you should read about this indicator. I'll have a link to it. It is new, fairly new within the last few weeks, and it's amazing. And I will be using it all the time when I do 1 minute scalping on a 1 minute chart. They don't, you saw me use the Thinkorswim's regular volume profile, and I made a video. I'll probably make a video just about this indicator so you can see how I use it. But you don't have to do any weird setups like on the volume profile. It's, wow. And reverse right there. Reverse again, broke 1,000. Sorry guys, I interrupted myself there because I was looking at I was trying to catch smaller scalps here on this. I'm looking maybe for the 50 cent or that 20 moving average up there. It is. What did I get that at 46? I got up to 1,600. Yeah, I'm getting ready. This might keep going up. When I see price action moving in and not retracting above the magnet, that tells me it's going up. This told me what this is contradicting. No, the multi-chart alignment all says up, but it's right on the cusp of going one way or the other. The fact that the buyers didn't make it to the top of this volume candle doesn't give me confidence to ride it long. Now you see the price action coming in below the magnet, telling me it's going to go down rather than up, to pull this down and slam it down like a hammer. So now if you see these receding and these increasing, it's more and more telling me it's going to go that way. So I have a winning trade right now. It's not fantastic, but boom, there it goes. And these all aligned red. So it all happened at once because those guys trade on that candle. They all trade at different time increments. So boom. So there it goes again. It's like a double hit. Now this is above the magnet, but the magnet's right here. So this just happened. Now, when you see this, you learn that and see how the volume dropped. So the sellers came in high here, but look at them now. It's like a wave. You try to get on the wave and ride it the right way. So this is already a good trade, but it doesn't mean it's going to stay this way. So I might have to capitalize on smaller. Now it's against this fib. It's consolidating against this fib, which is being respected. Remember, these are how long ago these were snapped, and here it is. This is why. And why would that be, right? Because everybody snaps the same lines. That's why. So then they all look at this going in and out, going in and out, going in and out. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now we are dealing with, remember, half of the data on the level 2 is hidden from us, and probably a little bit more. And there's a lot of high-frequency algorithms trying to control this action. So why I like scalping, why this channel teaches you short-term breakouts and short-term moves, is so that you don't get caught up in all these tricks and games that are being played against you. It's stacked up against you. So unless you're going to really hold for a few days and you have some strength, I do this, of course. I hold for days. I hold for months and months. I hold positions. So there are strategies. If you understand about the business, which I'm not teaching you, the company, and you have faith, or you don't have faith if you're going short, however it might be, you can take a longer position like I said, talk to somebody you trust. But that's a different kind of trading. Most of us, common men, women, we can't figure out what's going to happen, right? So even though we kind of think we know, just what's really going to happen with a stock. There's so many. I swear, I watch CNBC and I listen and I read all the things, and I'm a consultant with Benzinga and Seeking Alpha, and and I swear, from me watching these, hang on just a second here. When you start to see all the pundits and all the channels and everything start to say, large caps are done, there's going to be there needs to be a correction in the market. There wasn't really going to be one until they all started to say that, and then they sort of make it happen, right? And then you go deeper, you wonder, like, this is just my opinion, okay, that's all. Then you wonder, why are they saying it? Who owns shares? Who wants to buy it when it gets down? Who wants to short it going down? Who's really controlling these statements, right? So you would say that's ridiculous. Nobody is trying to, make the market move. Well, when you go around texting your friends, buy this, buy that, buy this, everybody buy this, you want that stock to go up, and you're telling people, you're hoping, even if you just have 8 people, maybe they'll tell 8 people and maybe it'll go up, and you are trying to influence that stock, right? That's what you're doing. Yeah, I don't know. This kept going, so I was talking, but now I'm looking for it to hit the ATR. Everything's red here, guys. I kind of like to see this magnet come down to keep riding this down. Typically on the RV strategy, I will always reverse on an ATR. I don't have the channels that the RV strategy shows us how to set up. Remember, guys, you should really get Day Trading Volume 1. So I'm going strictly by patterns. It's sort of setting up a 3 black crow and then the fib level and this. Wow. Okay, so is that? I think I'm going to reverse down here at some point. I think I'll take that. 3,700. Now we are at the VWAP, which is the red line there. And no, it isn't. What is this? No, because here's the VWAP up here. So this is part of this. This is a remnants of this indicator, I think. I'll have to figure that out. We are below the low here. Okay, so this could be managing a bad position for a minute. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting myself because I'm trying to figure out why I kind of thought here, but I was actually looking at a time for a pullback, a retracement. That's what I mean, time for a retracement. Fact, it just broke that ATR, all those fibs. When's my next one? Way down here, 43.11. Now the overall move is down, so I could have made a real error here. Yep, I see a whole bunch of you are still going short. It probably was the smarter move. I don't know how many. I have $1,000 max loss, which might seem ridiculous, but I usually make it whatever my share size is. $1 per share size. On a stock like Tesla, sometimes that's really needed. Today, it's moving very slow. I'm trying to call this right for everybody, but look at this. Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just thinking I got quiet because I'm giving bad advice to these guys, but I'm also thinking for myself that maybe wanted to reverse there, but now this is happening, so it just faded off. It might just go straight down today. I mean, look at it. So MACD got stronger on that down move. All the multi-chart alignment is now all red, but there we go. So it might just reject off this ATR. I'm back in the green again on this trade, luckily. Kind of feeling good about my position right now. Might reverse off this ATR if it gets back up there again. That could have been it. Did it? Was that it? It's going to reject. So this is a resistance now, the ATR. You also have the outer value, which is set at a 50%, which is more of a large cap setting for this market magnet indicator here. So when you break through it, you have to break back the other way. So it's sort of like a resistance. First it was a resistance going down. It was a support going down, and now it's a resistance going up because it broke through it. I'm not going to do anything fast. One of the ideas, well, I guess fast is a perspective. If you're new and you're watching this, you're like, what is he doing? But you see me sometimes take 3 or 4 trades in in just one 1 minute candle, This strategy that I'm working on now is more developed to take a trade every 2 or 3 minutes, not a couple of times in a 1 minute. And that's what I'm sort of working on, like, how can we slow this down for people so they don't freak out? And remember, I'm reversing. That is extremely advanced way to trade. That is not a beginner way to trade. That is not what you should do. So this is still like what I would call beta testing, this strategy. But I'm showing the indicators and how well they work, mostly right here. But it's a good way, it's a good place to start before the strategy is fully developed. If it does indeed, I think a lot of it's going to be based on the 50-cent and half dollar, which I purposely didn't mark out because I don't want to confuse beginners yet with too many lines, which you probably see a lot, because this indicator can be confusing just because it's so much to look at in the middle of the screen. And these lines coming up going the opposite way. So if you're not used to reading, wow, this is a good trade. So I'm going to make my daily goals 5K. So is it going to reject off this or not? I think it is. I think I'm going to bank that, try to get a retracement and get back in if that's what's going to happen. Wow, I'll just take that 140. Wow, did that slip? Did that slip? I thought it was at that amount. So I'm at 145.97 here, guys. Now Charlie's over there typing. She's letting them know everything. And I'm seeing big at the top right of my screen, which you guys obviously can't see, but I am, it's an overlaying here to see the chat. And I'm seeing that they're, when they ask me questions, I can see them. Bank, in larger print. I have 6 screens, so right above me here is Zoom, chat. Over here is a YouTube channel. And then Charlie has all her stuff over here. I have OBS filming. I have more trades. I have other trades going on over here. And there is a little bit of a Zoom presence over there. And we finally got them to stop talking. They didn't realize their mic was hot the other day. They were actually pretty embarrassed about it. Then they all were like, what were we saying? Everybody knows now. As Mark Cuban came on, we're like, Mark Cuban? What are you guys doing over there? So it's just sitting here. I mean, I'm glad I'm going long right now, frankly, because it's above the ATR and the fib. So when you see me do a retracement, I like to have higher highs or higher lows. Like for me to want to retrace this going down again, I'd kind of like to, I mean, I'd like to see it break this level up here, and then I'd retrace it going down, but I don't know. This action's so odd that I'm not ready to say that. Just looking, I'm looking to reverse, guys. I'm thinking of the 50 cent, maybe here, or the whole dollar. Oh, it's gone up to the whole dollar now. So if we can make it to the whole dollar, then I'd be more inclined to. I'll just take it there. I broke the 5K. I mostly took it because I broke 5K, but and then it went up to the whole dollar. Yep, put me down. So I'm trying to get it to reverse off this level and catch a retracement. I'm breaking my own rule where I really like it to break this level before, like make a higher high before I look for a retracement down. But this is a lot of green candles going up. So now we're starting to make a potential bear flag here. The volume has dropped way down. Makes it harder to rely on the patterns for sure. And we're right at this level. This is usually a turnaround level. Now, if it wasn't acting so weird, this would be a bit of an escalator strategy move here, but which we have videos about those guys. But right now, the magnet's above, and the volume's dropped so much it'll be hard to move this because it has to cumulatively be more volume. So, you know, the higher the volume stock, the better this is going to be right in your face telling you what to do. So some ways large caps are a little bit of a disadvantage. I mean, I'm surprised Tesla's dropped so low here. Thought we were going to be dealing in at least over 400, 500K. So I might write it off. If it bounces here, if it gets down this low, I'm going to profit and look to reverse off that. It's a double level there. It's tapped it many, many times and then gone right back up. Looking at the market maker right here. That's what it'll give me. So I don't want to get caught up in the level 2 because that gets me all the time. And I don't actually get what it shows there. There was 59. I'll take that. Oh, man, it jumped up right when I grabbed it. Oh, that's annoying. Well, then it went down where I wanted to get it, even below. Wow. Oops. That keeps going down. I got to reverse. Oh no. Hit right at the 246 level. This is painful. Ah, it's stressing me out, guys. Bang up from that. Don't keep tapping that down there. That could be like a breakdown, flat bottom breakdown there. So I'm getting concerned here. Oh, there we go. Now I could get out right there. It was tempting to write it down, but now after waiting through this pain, it looks like it's actually going up. So that's good. I mean, the magnet is up here. All the price action is above it. This is the way it should be going right now. So it did a little swale. You've got half and half on the multi-chart alignment. There we go. So now our resistance is 247.25. You might see some reversing there. I'll check it out as it gets up there. Come on. Now this strategy that I have here, like I said, I mean, it's designed to not take as many trades as you might see me do in the RV strategy. In the open strategy, like I said, that's printing money. I'll usually take between 3 and 5 trades during the open. I was on a different stock this morning and got out. I did pretty good. I think I did 1,300 with the group here. But I did not want to do another day of AMD trying to test it. I needed to get a little bit more action. I'm a little surprised that Tesla's this slow, for quite frankly. I'm very surprised we're not getting some more volume here. So this is making it hard to, this kind of consolidation. So this is really acting like a channel, the 2 fibs. It's making it really hard to capitalize in here. I mean, I guess I could have got some right off this. It's not designed to be used the way it's giving me the opportunities to use it. If this was set up like the RV strategy, there'd probably be a nice little channel right here telling me, go long, go short, go long. That's what's so great about that strategy. I have this for longer trades. This is a much more relaxing type of strategy. Of course, you've got to make sure it's working, getting to the levels you need. If it just stays in the middle, then that's not what I would consider to be working. So we're looking for even dollar, 247, or breaking that fib maybe. Is it going to break that fib? Okay, price action's coming in here. See it? I'd like to see this recede. Or actually, I'd like to see this increase and this recede and this go up. That means the volume's going up, so that's good. We're starting to see the volume go up. So I like to see it going up on the direction that I'm going. So I think we're about to see this volume, break this fib based on this what I'm looking at here. Yeah, there's a lot of volume coming in right now. So let's see if we can get capitalize on this before it drops. $38, $36, $30, broke through. Can we get to the 50 cent maybe? It's fading, boy. Come on. Oh, the magnet pulled down. Okay, I gotta turn around here. 52. Okay, so this pulled down. So I didn't want to keep riding that high. See, these are receding. This is telling you that it's about to turn around. So now it might take a minute or two for everything to catch up, for all the traders to catch up. They all read this a different way. And of course, it might not work at all. I mean, there's always that, but it looked like that it was definitely, I used the word definitely. Now, I'm doing what they call managing a bad position if it keeps going up, but the indicators are telling me no here. But the multi-time alignment saying yes, and the scalping indicator saying yes. So it's getting me a little concerned. I just saw, I put a lot of respect in the magnet. When I see it go, whatever direction it goes, I want to trade that direction when I see it move. But if it pops up, I was about to say, if it pops up, that's exactly what I don't want to see. So now it popped up. That meant more volume was above it because it's reconciling all the volume, for the intraday today. I'm going to take that. I'm going to get that at 16. I'm going to look for a bump back up there. Oh, the magnet just went down again. Did that just go down? I was looking at the price action. Okay, I need to get out of this position. Can it bump up at all for me? There's 45. I'll take it there, 45. So I managed to break 7,000. I didn't see that go down at first. So this is really, there's a hangman. All right, so there's definitely something going on here. So this is confirming it's going to go down. Let's see if these start to flip. See how the buyers dropped way off? So I'm trying to show you guys how to see the future, how I can see it. So this is basically telling me it's going to go down. Look at the power there. Well, it is going down. So it broke right through the point of control. So wow. I'm actually going to reverse off that. I got that at 246.91. Mostly I got a profit there. So we'll see what happens here. We're looking for this to actually, I didn't see that. We are getting through time. That's why I was getting interrupted too. We're getting right at time. We might actually just sell at the right level here if I see the right level. It's actually right now because it was fading off. So I think that's it for me for today, guys. We have a minute left, but so that's, you know, this is the newest strategy I'm working on now. I think it's going to have some legs here, guys. But it's based on the RV strategy and these new indicators, particularly the market magnet's amazing. And I looked at these constantly up here. I might not have called them out constantly, but I was looking at the multi-chart alignment. But more when it gets up to where it's going to switch, I absolutely looked at them just to see like one more bit of confirmation. What is everybody doing at the 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, 3-minute, 2-minute, 1-minute? What are they seeing? In which way would they go? So that's why you want to know that. But I wasn't expecting this big drop in volume for Tesla, which is kind of amazing that it's dropping that much. So, but overall, 77.50, not bad. You know, it worked out pretty good. So just my goal is 5K a day. So hopefully that was informative to you guys. Remember, always stay inquisitive and trade in the simulator and everything. Be careful before you try any of this stuff. So guys, go green, and I will see you soon.